Kelvin's first pick, then me, then Eric. Let's go.
Okay, on my first pick, I'm going to go with TV series. And it's a fucking massive, obvious one. It's going to be Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's not because of what we're doing in our podcast. It's actually, it sparked it. The podcast did spark it. But it's like really made me fall in love with just watching. For watching, not just watching for the sake of watching, but really watching the TV series and then getting really what was the word that we used? Attached to it, like committed and invested, and that just really brought home those childhood memories of loving that, that genre, that coming of age adventure, and then it's just a bonus that it's happening in the Star Wars universe,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorites for 2024 in terms of a TV series. I'm really looking forward to the next episode. But yeah, Skeleton Crew is my probably number one for the year. I'll pass it on to you, producer Cams.
Yeah, so we'll just go around and talk about it. So yeah, Skeleton Crew, yeah, obviously was on my list, and thanks for picking that.
Yeah, me too.
That makes way for another film, another TV show that I've got here. That's pretty good. So yeah, man, Skeleton Crew, like the best Star Wars series in my books so far. Since Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I agree with that. Skeleton Crew definitely be on my list for my best TV shows. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I had it on my list as well. Like we've been talking about it went back to the old school, feels of Star Wars. It's got it all. So yeah, it saved Disney a little bit, definitely in the Star Wars realm. So yeah, I can't wait to see what other spin-offs they have from the Skeleton Crew or season 2. I'm already looking forward to season 2. We haven't even finished season 1 yet, so yeah, it's that damn good. So yeah, I still got it on my list.
I've better get that one out of the way.
Yeah, you gotta get those big ones out of the way, and then we'll go to the rubbish ones. All right. Who's next?
So my pick, one of my favorite TV shows of this year came out on 11th of August, and that was Industry Season 3.
Oh, okay, that's different.
I've talked about this before on Inside the Clip. And yeah, man, just the drama and just the world that it shows on screen. If you're into the financial stuff side of business and the way business makes you into a not so good person. It's just an interesting story, and it's pretty provocative. It's pretty out there in terms of when we're kids, like when AO comes on the screen, it's like, oh yeah, go to bed.
Bad TV.
Yeah, bad TV. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, but yeah, there's certain scenes like that, like I haven't seen before on TV, so it's pretty out there. But in terms of like the characters, it's really good. It's got really good characterization. Yeah, the story is really good, and that season especially, definitely the best season of so far. And the ending of that season could be the end of the whole thing, but there's a little gap to say that it might not be. So everything changes, and you're wondering what if they will have a next season 4, and that's interesting. It's like if you watch the end of Yellowstone and then they decide to do another season. You go, hey, what more story can you get? So I'm feeling like they could do this in Industry, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah. Industry season 3 is one of my top shows of 2024.
Yeah, I haven't necessarily watched that. When you hearing a lot about it, but I haven't seen it. I haven't watched any of it, to tell you the truth.
It's on Neon.
Is it similar to like the like what was that TV series? Ad Men? Was it Ad Men? Is it like
Mad Men?
Oh, Mad Men. That's the one. Has it got that kind of feel to it, like that behind the scenes kind of like?
Yeah, kind of, but more. It's
Succession.
It's different to those two series that you guys have said. It's different to Mad Men because it's obviously it's in modern times, but it's fast paced. It's like it's action packed, but not action packed as in like these explosions and guns. Like it's fast paced, like as in arguments and all these characters trying to get the bag and all that. Like always like trying to overdo each other. And you just see the worst in people when it comes to working in that kind of environment. So yeah, it's fast paced like that. It's different to Succession because Succession is a story of 1% and about a family that's like the dad is really old and he's gonna die, and the kids are fighting over the family business. But the drama is more like a soap opera kind of thing. Whereas industry, it's more like a fast paced. Kind of like I don't know what's like that, but yeah, it's a different style and it's pretty interesting.
Is it set like in like Wall Street kind of?
Yeah, but in London, so
that's
it's
right.
London's version of Wall Street.
Well,
yeah.
What's their thing? Is it FTSE? FTSE?
Not sure. I don't know. But it's got it follows an American girl, African American girl. She moves to London to try and make it in the industry. Yeah, she's pretty ruthless, because the season 1 is about they first start working, so it's like they're all interns, right? They're getting screwed and crucified in this world. But then as you watch the season, and then the next season, they grow out of it and they become the people that like they're bosses in there, and they become ruthless too. So it's like a evolution of what happens to you as a person.
Yeah.
But
being exposed in that environment,
Yeah, that's right. So that's Industry season 3, sorry. Sweet. Eric, your turn.
Yeah, the 3-body problem. I don't think it was high up there in the list, in the most watched TV programs of all time on 2024. So I'm a big sci-fi dude. That's probably up there for me. Humans in trouble, getting messages from the future, from aliens, coming over to Earth and all that hoorah, and all these mathematical problems and that, and the drama that goes with it. It's pretty enticing.
I watched it. Yeah, I thought it was a good series, sci-fi. It's like there's sci-fi, but then it had a kind of like they twist the plot all the time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like there was a bit of a love drama, a love thing going on, and then it doesn't turn out the way you think it would. Obviously, it was just like, what the hell? But yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but I watched the whole.
Oh, thank you.
I watched the whole season because, hey, if you watch 5 episodes, waiting for it to be good, and it doesn't get any better, like I may as well just finish it off. So it's good enough that I could finish it off. Okay, was that good? Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I can see.
But I just thought it was interesting. It's an interesting premise. I thought the first episode was pretty intriguing, especially with the communism scene in the beginning.
Yeah,
and then, but just the fact that these aliens are coming to invade Earth like 20 years or something. Yeah, was it 50 years?
Yeah, something like that.
From that point, so
they're trying to slow humans their technology because they know in that time the humans will have better technology than them. So by the time they come over, it won't even be worth it. So in other words, they're trying to downgrade the human race before they get there, so they can, I don't know, probably use them as slaves. It's kind of a weird story. Like, man, like I'm not really. I don't think there should be a season 2 for this because I don't know where it can go from on, here on. But not. And all that said, I still found the program intriguing.
Unless they time jump to the future when the aliens do come.
That'd be pussy.
But I think as in terms of like the story and how it's like put society on like under the microscope when it comes to a situation like aliens coming, it's like okay.
What did they find valuable?
Like for me, the novelty wore off after 3 episodes. I get it now. Like, can we hurry up? So that's the reason why I didn't grab hold of it After
Be ready for like the
middle.
Independence Day kind of scene. And
I don't know what I was waiting for, but yeah, I just thought I thought maybe they could have done this as a movie, not like a TV series. Like for me, the novelty wore out, and I was interested to like maybe 2 or 3, 4 episodes, but then sort of dragged, and then I was like, oh yeah, okay, I get it, we get it. Next, but I wouldn't put it on my worst. It won't be on my worst. Yeah. Sweet. So we're gonna do a snake method. So we go back. So Eric, your pick again.
I'll go with the penguin. Straight off the bat, bro. That TV show is the bomb, man. It's really, really good. Good storytelling. It's the best version of the penguin I've ever seen. Like ever. Even in animated TV series, movies, everything. This is the best penguin I've ever seen ever. And Colin Farrell, his performance is the bomb on that show. Like, he did a really, really awesome job. Mean storyline. Can't wait to see season 2. Yeah, so Cycaps, penguin.
where do you find that one? Is it an HBO one?
It's on Neon, yeah.
On Neon. Yeah, that one's on Neon.
Yeah, Penguin.
I'll be floating around there on the internet somewhere, I think.
Yeah, so Penguin didn't make my best TV show, but it is good. I put that better than Free Body Problem. But yeah, the performance of Colin Farrell was really good. You didn't even recognize him. Even with the makeup, you just forget it's Colin Farrell. But I think the storyline was good too. It was more gritty. It was in line with Christopher Nolan Batman, in line with the new Batman movie. So in terms of like bridging the next Batman movie from the first one, this is perfect. This Penguin TV series takes place after the first Batman movie. It's interesting, we never see Batman during the whole series. We see the bat signal at the end, and that's it. Considering there was like a big event that happened in the series that everyone would have taken notice in Gotham, and Batman still didn't show up, so so that might happen there. But yeah, I think what they were trying to do with this program, make it more serious, make it more violent, make it more kind of realistic. I think Sopranos was a name that all bounced around with references, like a mob kind of film, and I think it's suited. I think it's suited the Batman universe, and yeah, Matt Reeves did a good job with the new Batman universe, and I think this series does a good job. And like I said, bridging the gap between the next Batman film. Yeah.
So the Batman that you guys are talking about, that's old Twilight Batman, eh?
Yeah,
Patterson.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Batman.
Because you guys are like, I trust your guys' opinion. I will go and watch that Batman.
Actually, you know, to tell you the truth, when I watched the Penguin show, I actually found it more enjoyable than the Batman movie. When I look at it as a whole, all those series compared to the Batman movie, I actually found the Penguin more enjoyable. I was like, damn, it's gritty ass. Real gritty.
I guess for me, like, the reason why I didn't want to watch the Batman, I was probably like half expecting it to be, get the disappointment like the George Clooney Batman, the Val Kilmer Batman. I'm like, oh, man. Like, I was like, man, Ben Affleck was just enough, But nah.
Is that like the Flash? The Flash, the recent Flash movie?
I haven't seen it, to be fair.
Oh, you should watch that, bro. It's crack up.
But I saw that, like, the crossovers and all that.
Yeah, George Clooney shows up in that Flash.
Yeah, and a good note that came out of Penguin is introduction of the actress Kristen Miliota, who plays Sophia Falcone.
Yeah,
like she's now a superstar now, from that series. So
she blew
they
up.
didn't kill her off at the end, so she'll probably make it to the new Batman film. So we'll see. All right, boys, my pick. So I will also go with TV series, and I will pick one that I watched recently, and it was really, really good, and it's The Day of the Jackal. It's on TVNZ Plus, so you can watch the whole season there. Now, The Day of the Jackal is a remake of the 1973 movie, English movie, starring Edward Fox. Edward Fox plays M on the James Bond films back in the days. But and then it was remade. The movie was remade into the movie The Jackal, starring Bruce Willis and Richard Gere. Yeah. But it was actually a book by Frederick Forsyth. It was a book. It was a novel that came out in the 60s, and yeah, it's a popular movie. It's a popular story, and they've remade it for TV. So what they've done is they made it modern, and they've changed the target around. It's still got some similar scenes to the movie and similar storyline to the book, but they've changed it in terms of who he's out to kill, and it's more modern. So there's technology in there, like today's technology and stuff like that. But the scenes of the Jackal and the hits he has in this TV series, fucking awesome, man. Like, man, if we might do a podcast later on about the best assassin films, or the best hitman. Man, this guy, the Jackal, he's up there, eh? And I think if you're a fan of the old movie, Edward Fox one, if you're a fan of Bruce Willis, it's all the same stuff, except it's back to a British guy, because in the Jackal they made him American. Now it's back to the original thing, but awesome. It's an awesome TV shows. And it's funny because I accidentally watched it today. I accidentally watched the first episode and I was stuck. And this was only like 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
So
Yeah, that's
it just dived in and fit right into my best shows of the year, like last minute, So yeah, enjoyed that one 100%. That's Day of the Jackal. My second pick.
TV on demand, eh?
Yeah, it's on TV on demand.
They come up with some good shows too, eh? TV on demand.
Well, TVNZ on demand has a contract with Paramount Plus over in the States.
Oh, yep.
So if you think about Neon having a contract with HBO, TVNZ has a contract with Paramount Plus, so they've got all their content on TVNZ Plus. So Day of the Jackal is one of them, and I suggest you guys watch it because it's awesome, eh? Just for the kill scenes alone, eh? It's like mean.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Jackal movie too, because I do like that Bruce Willis and Richard Gere one. It's funny too with Richard Gere with the Irish accent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like a good hitman movie or program. It's just sketchy, like once you see it happen, it's like, surely this guy just thinks out of the box. Like what was it called? Even just like a law-abiding citizen. And he was a hitman, and like the stories of, they try to send this guy, try to kill this guy, but didn't know how to kill him. They sent this Gerald Butler's character in, and he made a tire that could, what do you call it? Like strangle him. Because it's that real. It's like borderline madness kind of thinking, yeah. Like borderline flipping go to the asylum. But at the same time, you got a job to do, and who else has got to do it? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was Day of the Jackal on TVNZ Plus. Over to you, Cal.
All right. Yeah, that was my second pick. Not in any particular, not in particular order from Skeleton Crew. Chaos. So Chaos is a TV series that was on Netflix, and it starred who did it star? Oh, Jeff Goldblum. Goldblum is Zeus.
Zeus, yeah.
He's the main character, obviously. So it's kind of like set in modern times, but back in like ancient Greek, if that makes sense. So it's ancient Greek, but in modern times. So you got Zeus, obviously you got like Hera, and then it's set in I don't know, one of the Greek villages in there. But it's really cool. I really enjoyed it. It's got even our Kiwi uso Uncle Bully Cliff Curtis. He plays Poseidon. And it's kind of like cool, like they got the Māori brother playing Poseidon, and you see his puhoro, his better, the Māori better in it, so it's like full on. But it's cool. Like I really liked it because I've always been into Greek mythology and those kind of stories, and I really like the way they modernized it, and and just gave it some real twist. Like like adding the swear words in there. Jeff Goldblum being Zeus, the god of king of the gods and all that, and all around the manipulation. And it's got the legend of Orpheus as well in there, and he's another master manipulator, like manipulates the storyline, the people. But yeah, that one, I really liked that one. I just really liked another the lady that played Hera. She was cool too. Like they really got the really good actors in there to play the characters. I'm not sure if they're gonna do a season 2. I didn't really look into it, but yeah, I really enjoyed season 1 of Chaos. Yeah, and it's just like pretty much oh, and then like it's got the in the storyline the people getting sick of Zeus, so they end up like I think I can't remember, like those ancient. You have Athena, like Sparta, all the different Greek cities and that, and one of the city and like there's like the rebels. So there was I think it was like Zeus Day, like Christmas or Zeus Day, and they were unveiling like a statue to honor Zeus. And when they unveiled it, like the rebels had flipping covered it in horse shit and like written on the wall, "Fuck the gods," like. so it's really cool like that, like it's you just crack up and then you see Zeus like getting Angus up in Olympia, and all the clouds start forming, and it's really cool. I really enjoyed it, and that was probably my little one of my best binge watches on Netflix. Was that one?
Oh, true.
I never saw it. It's
No.
called Chaos.
Chaos, yeah. It's on Netflix.
I saw the
give it a
trailers
jam
of it,
if you want
but
something different, and
Mm.
yeah,
I wasn't brave enough to push to click on it.
good old come on, Cliff Curtis, man, he's mad, yeah.
I'm surprised he was on that show.
Yeah, it is quite provocative as well.
Yeah, it looks like that type of show where, especially with the gods, they'll have their servants in it around.
Oh well, like the Greeks, mate. The Greeks were king of the orgies, man.
Yeah. They're half-dressed women and men.
Yes. They put that meaning in any holes that go away.
Oh.
Yeah. Back to PG, boys.
Yeah, something I never watched, but yeah, I'll look into it. I think I did see it when I was looking through what to watch on Netflix. So I think it did come up, so I'm familiar with the name. And having Jeff Goldblum, man, he hasn't been on much, but now he's popped up on this,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when it came out and I saw him as Zeus, I was like, but he's always been that. Oh, they feel Poco character, if that makes sense. Like in Jurassic Park, like they real feel Poco, and he's been but he kind of like to be a feel Poco as Zeus. I was like, oh, there,
Because the only other role he's had where he's like a menacing god was on Thor. Remember the Thor and Hulk movie?
What was he there?
Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah. Wasn't he like
where he's like there's the king of that planet or whatever? So yeah, I'm not surprised that he did pick up another role. He was good in that.
Nice. Snake Method, so it's your turn again, Kelvin.
Oh, okay. I'll finish off with the TV series. I've mentioned it before on our podcast. Is the old Zack Snyder's Twilight of the Gods, and like
Oh yes, I've watched it actually.
Yeah,
the animated TV series. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, bro. And like we have like mentioned that Zack Snyder didn't suit certain characters, I guess, character stories, but I really liked his style in anime with this one, and especially breaking it away from the DC, the Marvel idea of Thor, and he's gone right back to the original Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Because it just it paints what's his name, Thor, in a different light in this one, and it's got a dark twist to it. It's got pretty provocative as well, and then you kind of forget, sorry, I'm watching a cartoon here, but then like even in the action scenes, like when because Thor's he goes crazy. Well, you seen Thor with the hammer, And
Yeah.
Marvel, just imagine Thor crazy with the hammer, but then you're seeing blood, guts, bones, pieces of body going flying. Like with that hammer, he's ruthless. Like
Have you ever played Gods of War
nah, I'm
with
loving too.
Kratos? And
Was that?
that's what that reminds me of. That
Oh
Twilight.
yeah.
Because
Was it?
Thor
Because
is that
who's
imagery.
the main fella in Gods of War? Is it Kronos or?
Yeah, Kratos, the body head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his whole storyline, but yeah, that violence in that, it reminds me of that game.
Yeah.
It's just so ruthless.
Yeah. It's nice violence,
Good
and then also there's a good storyline in between it as well, which is really
Did you
good.
just say nice violence? Sorry.
Hey man, we like a nice violence, man. And we're still like young people, us islanders, so we're still connected to that past. But like yeah, I like the. It's just it was well balancing for me. I loved it.
Twilight of the Gods, yeah. One again, another one I didn't watch. So is it like anime kind of style? I knew that Zack Snyder did the anime, so that's the one, is it? Oh, okay. Is it this? And it's a TV series, right?
I think there's probably 8 or 6 episodes.
It's funny, the animated programs. Some of them are really like they're starting to get really violent now.
Oh mate, there's heaps. There's heaps on
Invincible
on Netflix.
That's a big one. Just like The Boys, it kind of reminds me of The Boys.
So you saw it too, Eric?
Yeah, I've seen Twilight of the Gods.
Is it up there?
Yep, it's probably wouldn't be as good as the mega animated show they had recently on Netflix season 2 of the Arcane. Is it Arcane? It's like one of the biggest expensive animes ever. And when you look at the anime, you can see why the colors are just like bang, bang.
Yeah, even
like
that one's
fireworks, bro. Like you're watching fireworks on the screen. They really pop out the characters in it. Storyline is not too bad either, too, for that particular show. But yeah, it's all over the net. Everybody's Instagram. Every single kid, teenager, probably Instagramming it, TikTok, everything.
Yeah.
So it's one big show.
Well, to Adler's like, that's probably why you're getting to see more violence in animes, because you can get away with it in animation. If yours a live action film, it'll probably be R21 or something like that,
Yeah.
With the blood and guts and all that kind of stuff. Whereas in animation, it's just a cartoon, there's that mentality. But if you really watch it, it's like, wow, imagine if this was live action, and you can just, that's why I like it. So you can push the envelope a little bit in the visual side.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm pushing the envelope more and more to the edge.
Sweet boys. That was your last one. So for the TV, so done. That's the my last pick for the best TV show. I'm going with a program that came out on the 12th of June on Apple TV Plus. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's a remake of a movie. Again, it's a remake of a previous movie that came out in 1990, and it's also a book before that. So the original movie, 1990, starred Harrison Ford and Brian Dennehy. But this one, and it's got the same name, Presumed Innocent. And it's a courtroom drama. It's good, eh? It's fucking fast paced, man. And it's like, this is one of the TV series that I just binged. Because after every ending, you just had to watch what's next. I couldn't help it. So I think I watched the whole season in 2 days.
Totally.
In the weekend. Because I'm like, man, it was so good, eh? It was just, when I talk about industry being fast paced, this is like fast paced to the death, man. It's like non-stop, like action. And again, I'm not talking about guns and explosions. I'm talking about drama, like happening all the time, like boom, boom, boom. The story doesn't muck around, man. And it keeps you on your toes. Like you want to know, keeps the things happening. If you watch I don't know if you guys remember the first movie, Presumed Innocent, with Harrison Ford. But it's a story about Harrison Ford. It's about a lawyer who's this top lawyer dude in the city, and he has an affair with one of his with another lawyer at his work, and she ends up being murdered, and he gets the blame. So the story is about him trying to defend himself and trying to find out who the real killer is, and blah blah blah. And there's all this stuff, drama coming in, and it's just nonstop. Like Yeah, it's just non-stop action there, and that was me, man. When I watched it, man, I couldn't stop. Couldn't stop watching it. It's like every episode had a climax at the end, and you just had to know what happened, and then that's why I watched it in 2 days. So yeah, Presumed Innocent. That was my that's my last pick for the best TV series of 2024. Did you guys know about that or watch the original movie?
No, I've never seen the original either. I was thinking when you said Harrison Ford back in the 90s, I was like, man, the only one I can remember that was similar to that, what you're describing, was the man with the one arm. What was that? What was that? Fugitive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that movie. I love that movie.
I think it would have been around the same time.
Yeah.
And
then I'm trying to think, I can't remember any other ones.
I think it might have happened at the same time. See, I looked it up. The Fugitive came out in 93. So this came out in 1990, so 3 years later. So yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look into it now.
So,
well, if you're watching a whole season in 2 days, it's fine, man. Mister, I like to wait, take my time off a TV series.
This is what I was talking about before, how the ups and downs.
Yeah.
And some TV shows were unexpected. This was one of them. This was those unexpected TV shows. Because the way I found it was I was hearing all the raps around it in the States. People saying, man, this is the best drama that ever come on TV for a long time. I say, what the hell is this? Presumed Innocent. Oh, I've heard that name before. And then they say, it's a remake of the movie. I was like, oh, true. And I remember that movie. I never saw it, but I remember it. And then when I watched it, I was into it, 100%. It was me. Yeah, man. So yeah.
Sometimes, like when they make a movie, take a movie and then turn it into a TV series, it actually turns out quite good, because then you can break the storyline down and really edit some oomph rather with a movie, because you just got hour and a half to 2 hours to watch it, and then shucks, but then you've got a whole series. I like it when they do that and it comes out successful.
That's a good point, because I don't know if the movie was think, because this TV series wasted no time with the story. I don't know if they added more story into it, because it was a TV series, 10 episodes or 8 episodes or whatever it is, but the movie is just hour and a half.
Yeah.
So how did they make more? But it doesn't seem like that. When I was watching that, it's like everything, the pacing was boom, 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 boom. Like the storyline, there was no boring bits. It was every scene had to do with the storyline. There was no wasted storyline in the series, if you know what I mean. You can always have the down ones, how you have TV series where you have a fill-in episode to calm down things and then do some backstory. Well, this doesn't have it. That's just continuation of the last episode, boom, boom, boom. And that's why I felt it was exciting. And I think I had a theory that maybe they were looking into this generation of TikTok. You know how it's short attention spans. How you don't want to waste your time. It's something can get boring in the first 2 minutes, and you turn it off.
Next.
So this is the opposite. It's like they tapped into, the kids on TikTok, they just want to scroll through things. This is exactly how you watch this program. It doesn't stop, and everything matters. Every scene matters, and it's pretty good. It's an experience I haven't had in a long time, and that's the difference I saw with this program to others. And I think I like this fast-paced kind of style. Industry has it. Presumed Innocent definitely has it. This fast-paced kind of thing. And if you look at the production, J.J. Abrams, he's in the production team for this series.
Yeah.
It's David E. Kelly, the guy that did L.A. Law and other courtroom or police dramas on TV. So, yeah, man, it's one of the top series that I've seen this year, most definitely. Yeah.
There was a TV series that, because I'm not accustomed to that, what you mean by fast paced, but what I'm hearing in what I'm picturing in my head is that old series 24. Do you remember 24?
Yes.
Is that what you mean by fast paced?
Yes.
That was fast paced because you got only the hour block in, and the time clock was always there.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what to compare it to.
Yeah.
And 24 is a good comparison. 24 is fast paced.
Yeah.
I think 24 is the same pace as industry. But for some reason, I think Presumed Innocent is faster. But it just works. I think it just works.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, I watched it in 2 days. Like, I wasn't bored. You know, it was like, shit, what happens next? What's gonna happen next?
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy.
Look at the time. One more.
Yeah, those ones.
I got work in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Meals. I've got
that's
that one
cool.
written down.
Okay, Eric, your pick.
Between an action pack one and a sci-fi one. So I'm an old school action junkie. Now I'll go with Reacher. That's my last one. Just a guy fighting for justice, protecting the weak, kicking ass. It was really, really good TV show. Crack up, dude. Crack up character. I don't know him that well because I hear the books are way different to the TV series. It's better than Tom Cruise Jack Reacher. So I guess it's heading in the right direction. But yeah, I don't even have Reacher on my list. I just thought of him recently. So yeah, that's my last one.
I've never seen Reacher myself, but only just what I've seen like on TikTok shorts and all those ones. But judging from that compared to the Tom Cruise movies and listening to what people say what the character is, he's like supposed to be big. You know, he's like supposed to be, pretty much,
It's funny. It's funny, like because I always thought that when I watched the Tom Cruise Jack Reacher, I always thought he was big. It's just the way that he acted that pulled it off. I think for me, because like especially with that scene where he's fighting those guys, where the girl tries to trick him, and then he already knows what's up. He already knows that these guys are here to beat him up. So he goes out on the street and handles his business. But he told the guy like, "Hey, you asked for this, and I'm going to give it to you." And it's just like, bro, that made him look big. But with the TV series Reacher, bro, he just gives it, hands it out, like just gives it hands down, and he knows he can do it. So it was like my kind of action program. It might be old school, but I still like it. Eh?
Yeah, they're seen in jail where those guys come and try to take on that little Balangi fellow. They don't see him on the top bunk, and you just see the kudum. That's probably one of my stand-up.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I didn't like the second season. I like the first season more. First season was really good, and I like the fact that they went back to the original books, and made them as big, just like you said. Even though Tom Cruise he pulled it off, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed season 1. Season 2 I didn't really, but I'm looking forward to season 3. I think with season 2 with his team was involved a lot in season 2, and I thought maybe too much. Like I missed him, the one man gang. So the guy, like he was the one man gang. But I think his ruthlessness is awesome. I love when he beats down the bad guys and he takes no mercy. He's like, he's like he's got a license to kill.
Like James Bond, eh?
Yeah, like a James Bond kind of dude. But yeah, just the way he gets out of trouble and with his brute strength and stuff like that, it's like awesome. Man. It's like cool. It's a good action story, a good action series. Yeah, I can't wait for season 3. And that's on Prime, eh? Prime?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Prime.
He's kind of like
it's one of those TV shows on there too, eh? There's quite a few of them like that.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those characters where you're like, please be someone. It's like when, like he for us, I was like he more sassas these dudes, like he, just hands of doom and just boom boom, like, and it's just like they were tour, like, but yeah, but interesting fact there, thing about Tom Cruise, I remember, do you remember that movie, Day and Night or Night and Day or something?
Yeah,
it's got what's her name?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. So you know how Tom Cruise is like 5 foot nothing. He's only actually a short fella. So every scene that you see him and Cameron Diaz in, because she's quite tall, and like they had to make him stand on a box just to make it like level or just a little bit. I was like, oh, this guy. So who cares if you're a short man?
Yeah, hold on. Look at Kevin Hart.
Yeah. That's what when the Rock and what's his name? Anthony Joshua, they go to hug and he's like, oh, I just disappeared.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Good old well, I like the actor too, that guy, because he was on
Yeah.
okay, that's a TV series I'll mention that really failed on me was the Teen Titans, Netflix or whatever, that live action version, and he was on that.
With the old man, and he gets the gift of children. Shit, what's the name
Teen
of that program?
Titans. It was called the Titans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Titans series. I think it was on Netflix, but he was on there. He was as this guy, Kelvin, something. Him and Solitech, they were playing this DC duo. And, he was pretty good on there. I actually liked him and his character and his acting. So it's actually when they chose him to be Reacher, and then you watch the first couple of episodes, it's like, totally, he's the man.
All right, Eric, your pick again.
Oh, I thought that was it.
We're hitting the movies, man. Got the movies now.
Isn't it the worst pick now?
It's up to you.
Okay. Can I choose my worst pick TV show now?
Yeah, you can pick any.
Yeah, bro. The Acolytes. Fuck that motherfucker. The
Give it to us.
Fucking piece of shit. Nah, I don't think I need to say anything more than that because, bro, everybody knows. It's all over social media. Everyone knew how sucked at it. It didn't even get a second season. Like, after I think the first season finished, it was just like, nah, it didn't. It cost so much to make. Didn't even come up to the bar. So, bro, I was expecting more from this show, and we got shit. Some kind of bullshit ass story about these witches that no one cared about. What we wanted to see was the Sith, and they gave us some bullshit. I guess they gave it to somebody that didn't even know anything about Star Wars, so because it kind of looked like it when we were watching it. Or they thought, okay, we'll chuck in some fight scenes in there, try and keep everybody on board, and they didn't even work. I mean, they were cool, but it still sucked. I can't believe we did a podcast on that show too. Yeah, no, that's the worst show for me. That I feel like for 2024. There's a few others, but I think that's on top of my list.
Do you agree or disagree, Kelvin?
I agree. Totally agree. Well, it started off pretty mean, you know. I really liked the chick from Matrix, Kate Moss.
Yeah.
I really liked her character, and I liked how it started, but then it just went weirdo, you know. Started twisting and started heading into those witches, and then like they could have had they really could have used that twins, but the fact that they were twins, they could have really used it to. But they just, they fucked it up again. You know, like there were elements in that story and in that series that if they really focused on these certain elements, it could have really brought out. And like being a Sith fan, you know, it could have really portrayed the Sith, you know, because you got to, you know, there's got to be at some point a portrayal of the Sith, because you just see the good guys, you know, like you got to at least have. And that was the opportunity, and you know, like I said, they fucked it up again. So that's,
Yeah, sorry, I agree 100% with you guys, man. It was, and I kind of think that they probably had in mind 3 seasons of this, and thought, okay, we'll use the first season as a build-up, we'll do this background of these characters, and you know, and then season 2 we'll hit them with all the action and everything because we've set it up. But you can't do that if the first season sucks, man. You just, there's your opportunity and you wasted it, and now it sucks. Now it's cancelled. That's what happens if you muck around, man. Like I was talking about these 2 series, industry and Presume Linda, and there's no mucking around, man. Just bang, 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 like storytelling, man. Like I know, you know, you gotta have skill when you're writing this, and I think you're right, Eric. Like the person that wrote the Acolyte didn't know anything about Star Wars, man. Like introduced these witches and this witches plot, and plus the way it was set up, like with these flashbacks, it didn't really work. And man, it's just so disappointing because we wanted to see the Sith. We wanted to see it so bad, and we got bits of it, but not enough. And because of the story, the whole thing suffered. And it was just shucks. It was just like, do we trust Star Wars? And Star Wars is lucky that the Scanson crew is awesome. And we're doing the Scanson crew podcast, and we've done shit. We've done two TV series already that hasn't been that great. Talk about wasting time podcasting about it. Like Acolyte was one of them for sure, man. So yeah, this one of Acolyte.
Like you say, right at the end scene.
Yeah, I mean, tease us with what we really wanted to see.
Yeah. That is how the kid for. Shit. I thought he would have been with Palpatine somewhere, scheming their plans how to get the Jedi back.
Mm. Sweet. My turn. So my worst TV show for 2024 comes from Marvel Studios.
Oh.
And I'm talking about Echo.
I got that on my list too.
Talk about build-ups. And you know what? I love that storyline in the comics. I love the Kingpin. See, I'm hoping Born Again, the Daredevil Born Again story was going to be good, really good, because I love that story that Frank Miller wrote for Daredevil in the comic books. I hope they're going to stay true to the comic book because it was an awesome story. It's one of the legendary stories, Born Again. But anything to do with Kingpin, the Kingpin of crime and the underworld and Marvel, when I was reading comics, like, man, I loved them, man. I loved it, I loved how he fought against Spider-Man, fought against Daredevil. And these are the street heroes, right? The street heroes. Like, you had Defenders that came on the Marvel Netflix with Luke Cage and Iron Fist. And those guys, yeah, those were the street. They were the street superheroes, They always dealt with organized crime, always dealt with, and the Kingpin was always on top of that. So, yeah, man. So Echo had a lot of opportunity, a lot of potential. When I first saw the trailers, I thought, awesome, Kingpin's still alive. And the guy that plays Kingpin, I forgot his name, but he's awesome. It's Kingpin, the guy who plays him. He's the soldier on Full Metal Jacket, the one that commits suicide. Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah, Echo was one of my thumbs down for 2024. Yeah. How about you guys? Agree or disagree?
I agree. It was slow. I don't know where it was going. It was kind of boring. I mean, yeah, it did have a storyline, but I think I was fast forwarding the last couple of episodes for that show. I just wanted to get through it and get to the storyline and see what was up. I knew something special might have happened in the end of it because I just wanted to see what was Kingpin's part of the story with Echo. But other than that, it was just it wasn't that great. No, yeah, that's another disappointing show too. Because like you were saying, because you got me into Kingpin, and man, the Daredevil's interpretation of the Kingpin when he was on the show, like, that is the best Kingpin ever, bro. The actor is the man. Even when he has that little fight with the Punisher in it, or his interactions with all the other Marvel characters, bro. Awesome actor as the Kingpin. So I thought, oh, okay, he's in this show. It might be at least half decent, but it wasn't even that. So yeah, that was another disappointing show. So I agree with you, Caps.
Vincent D'Onofrio is his name, the actor's name. Did you ever catch that program, Kelvin? Echo?
I saw the what do you call it? Because I didn't realize that they so I kind of stopped watching The Punisher, and then completely. And I saw the trailers to it, and I was like, oh, cool. I was gonna watch it, try to reconnect with that storyline, because I really, like you said, I really like that Kingpin, because he's got that thing about him that you don't think he can fussy anybody, but then all of a sudden he's just whistled. He's like, he can't do anything. Next minute, whoa, you can stop now. He stopped moving. But yeah, nah, and Yeah, and I saw that. Or she was like, he was gonna take that chick under his wing, Like, but then yeah, no. Well, thank you. You guys saved me some time. I'll probably will watch it now. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
but yeah, I
Don't
really like
bother.
that. Like, I really like those series like Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and
Jessica
Jones. Was
Jones.
it Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
Because yeah, like you're saying, they were the defenders. They were the street level superheroes.
I
Mm.
reckon that
The
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage one were a good TV series. Iron Fist was a bit weird. Daredevil, he was the man.
yeah.
The devil was the man.
Yeah. They had a bit of a like a corny side, but then even their comics were corny too. Like Luke Cage. Like if they remember back in the first seasons, like that part where he pops out of the he's got the OG like the African, the African. That like in the comics, that was actually his like outfit was the those African 70s style. But yeah, I actually don't have a worst TV show. To be honest, I haven't been trying to look for one, but can't remember like because that's like they are, it's like watch it for like if they don't catch my attention in the first 10 minutes, oh yeah, next. It's just gone blank on my memory place. So I've been trying to go back and find a TV series that nah, I can't think of one to be honest.